You guys live in the building. We're live right now with Rob Brown, the CEO of Soleil Futsal. I mean, it's internationally known. Everybody's coming out here. Today we got Falcao. Oh my God, he's a legend in the game. And the CEO brought him out here. The kids are loving it. He's doing amazing work with the community and these children and advancing their skills. So Rob, talk to us today. What made you decide to establish this amazing facility?
Well, for the last few years, I'd say 4 or 5 years, we've been running Soul Futsal Academy. Kind of haven't had a home, so we wanted to put something together as a place to build our reputation on and to have a place to call home rather than just being at different places here and there. We will continue to do some things outside the facility. Mostly in the winter we'll be here, but the rest of the year we'll be around. Sometimes in the summer we do soccer stuff, but we do primarily focus on futsal. We love the game. I've been involved with it for about 13, 14 years now, and just kind of fell in love with the game.
What has been your biggest highlight through your whole entire career with dealing with futsal and just sports in general?
There's a lot. I think some of the international trips I've gone on have been the highlight. This past March I got to go to Spain. We were in Barcelona. Got to see a professional futsal match. We toured Camp Nou, where FC Barcelona plays. We saw all the community parks and beaches where they have futsal courts, just like they do basketball courts here. They have them everywhere. Just that culture of the game is awesome, and something I admire and wish we could have here, and hope one day we do.
Some of the things that you learned from going overseas, that some of those different things that you brought back here.
Sure. Well, when I was over there, I was part of the top 12 experience. I got to be a coach of the women's older team. So we only had 6 girls come over from the U.S., but we played against Australia. We played against teams from Spain as well. I got to be a part of the training with the American girls and the Australian girls together, and they brought a coach in that we got to learn from. Coach that is internationally known. He coaches the FC Barcelona B team. Him and his assistant coach came and did some classes at night for all the coaches. Then during the day, they coached, and they brought in a couple other coaches as well to help them. And just seeing how they do things over there was really key. And glad to see some of the things they do are some of the things that we do. So it kind of makes me feel like we're on the right track, just naturally learning and hopefully getting better.
What are the core values that Soleil definitely promotes when it's developing these children?
We believe in culture. We want the culture to be the same for anyone that comes in here. We want all different cultures to come in here. Kids are all equal, and we want them to be able to play and create. A lot of futsal is kind of freestyle, creative play, and we kind of encourage that. And we believe that's a huge factor when you go out into a soccer field. If you can go one-on-one against a player and beat them or take them on and not be afraid, it's a huge advantage compared to some kids that are tentative, that always want to go backwards or pass it away and not try to do something with the ball. We think futsal really helps with that.
How important nowadays as our culture is evolving diversity, how important is that with you and your company?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. We have teams of all different shapes, sizes, colors, religions, everything. I mean, it's just totally diverse. We don't care who you are. If you can play with the ball at your feet, we're willing to teach you and help you.
How can futsal improve leadership skills?
It's such a quick game, and it needs people on the court to be able to call out things that they see going on and take leadership and take the game, what they see and kind of translate it to their teammates. As if everyone's doing it, they're all going to be leaders and they can all grow up. When they come out of here, to go back to their regular teams, if they're on a regular soccer team or their school team or college team, whatever it is, take the experiences here and kind of use it there.
I've actually seen kids improve their grades definitely playing futsal or any kind of team sports. It definitely helps them and they kind of break out of their shell.
Yeah, definitely. I think being on a team, you learn to schedule your time, to manage your time. You kind of get into a groove of, when you get home from school, you're going to do your work, eat dinner, go to practice. And it's kind of usually set that way, whereas if you came home and you had nothing to do except for dinner and homework, you might go play video games, you might go fool around, go outside, whatever it is, but you don't kind of get into a true schedule kind of.
Definitely. And the biggest question, Falcao's here, man. I mean, the legend, icon, kills it, and the kids are loving it. What made you decide to say, I'm going to bring Falcao here? First ever done.
Yeah, I mean, we've obviously we followed Falcao's career and know who he was for a long time. And being in this game, everyone knows who he is. Everyone kind of does the YouTube thing now. It's kind of bigger and bigger, especially with the kids. So they're always looking up highlights, and Falcao's always number one on the list. So it was an idea that we kind of talked about. We brought in some coaches before and some other players, and just the ability to bring in the world's best kind of separates ourselves up to the top of the groups on the East Coast, where he's just going to do his tour overall, and just kind of puts us there and makes us leaders in the country.
Definitely. We truly appreciate you, Rob. If people want to inquire more information about Soleil Futsal and everything that you guys are doing over here, how do they keep up with you on social media, websites, and things?
Yeah, we have our Facebook page. Our Twitter is lately used, Instagram, but mostly on the website. Soulfutsal.org is the easiest way to find out what classes are going on, what things we're trying to put together, because everything is out there in detail, rather than just bits and pieces. You can get everything all at once. When we do things, we put out all the dates all the time, so you know everything ahead of time.
If you describe Soleil Futsal and Soul Futsal in like one word, what would you say?
Creativity. We want it on the court. We want it as a human being. We want people to be themselves.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you, Rob. Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you.